Hello everybody, Camille Macres here, principal of the School of Inner Beauty. There is something that's been coming up in a lot of my discussions lately on several of the coaching calls that I've been having with the ladies in the school, and it comes down to something that if you can really get and embrace this lesson, it will totally and radically change your life. So yesterday I was at this really awesome singing workshop, and the facilitator said, raise your hand if your life is perfect. And I raised my hand, and I think maybe like half the room did. And the other half was like, yeah, right, what are you talking about? How could your life be perfect? Nobody's life is perfect. And in that moment, I just chuckled to myself, because I really saw that I had gotten this lesson that, one, that my life is what I make of it. Perfection is all in the eyes of the beholder. It's all in your perspective and your point of view. And it was a really awesome reminder that we are truly not the victims of anything that happens in our lives. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have things that we worry about, things that we have to take care of, relationships that may not be going the way that we'd like them to go, but that doesn't change the fact that you are 100% responsible for your entire life and then your perspective on all of the things that happen. And so just to go a little bit deeper into this, and really, I can't overestimate, or I can't exaggerate enough how important it is to get this lesson if you want to truly experience health and happiness and freedom and beauty. That's what we're here to talk about, right? Is your beauty. For years, I was a victim of my story of, oh my God, I work so hard and I do so many nice things for people. When is this going to pay off for me financially? Or, oh, man, why was I born with such crappy parents? I mean, I didn't say that exactly, but why wasn't I born with the kind of family that so-and-so was born with? And why, how do all of these other people have, they're married and they have kids and they have all of the things that they want, and why is it so hard for me to have that work for me? And there was just so much locked into that. I didn't even really realize it at the time, but as I've gone deeper into this quest, I have so much strength and perspective that I didn't used to have, that has really led to be like the foundation of the happiness that I experience every day in my life. And so just to take that a little bit further, so one, I just said that everything is a matter of your perspective, and things truly are what you say they are. Something happens, and then you write a story about it. You get to say what that story is. The second thing is that there's two other parts of this. One is that I believe that our spirits have chosen the life, not exactly the life, because I believe that we are creating in each moment, but there's a part of us that we have these sacred contracts, as Carolyn Mace would say. And we actually make agreements to come into this life to learn specific lessons, that our soul is here to learn lessons. And it will put us into, where we're born, the time that we're born, all with the lessons in mind that we need to learn. And so when you can take every single thing that happens to you, all of your life experiences, all of the challenges or things that didn't go right, and you can reframe that as, what is the purpose of this for my soul's growth, evolution, and development? That will change everything. The second part of that is that everything that's happening outside of you is a mirror for what's happening inside. And so what I love to do now, it's become such a great game, is that, when let's say I have somebody in my life who just has triggered me in some way. And instead of being like, oh man, this person is so annoying, they're doing this or they're doing that or they're treating me in this way, I now look back on it and say, what is it in me that called this situation into my life? and what is it mirroring and reflecting and triggering inside of me? And when you can look and really see again that you're creating all of it, that you're responsible for all of it, and that you have the power, truly have the power to shift any situation by looking inside and seeing how and why you created that, and what there is for you to transform in yourself, in your thinking, and what is there for your soul's evolution. When you can really start looking at things from that perspective, life doesn't have you anymore. Circumstances don't have a hold on you anymore. You become the one in control of your life. And you have to hold what I just said. I mean, it is a paradox, because I also believe that we are called to surrender. Surrender to God, surrender to whatever you want to call it, source, the divine, the universe, but that you hold both of those two things together. In the Bible it says that we are co-creators, and that's really the way that I like to hold it. And I am surrendered to the higher calling for my life, and I'm also creating it. So I don't expect you to be able to get that paradox overnight. That's something that takes time, but yeah. So what I would really like for you to do is just look in the places in your life right now that may not be going the way you'd like them to go, and ask yourself a couple questions. Ask yourself, one, for what purpose would my spirit or my soul have created this? For what purpose, and what is there for me to learn? It may be unconditional love, it may be forgiveness, it may be just to learn the depths of your own strength, it may be to learn courage. There's so many different things that we're meant to learn, and when you turn around those situations and frame it that way, it's going to give you a lot more power. The second thing is so if you're seeing something or somebody outside of you that you don't like, the only reason why you're being triggered by it is because there's something in you. So turn that around and say, what is it about this person or this situation that is triggering me? And what is it that's unresolved in me that such that there would even be a trigger? Because over time, as your spiritual development grows and you expand as a person, even things that may bother a lot of people, they stop bothering you because you stop having those triggers. You've worked out the pain, and you worked out your past, and you stop having buttons to push, and so that really is possible. So I hope that this was a valuable video for you. It truly is one of the benchmarks by which I now live my life, and it's given me a tremendous amount of freedom and peace, and is allowing me to further expand my own beauty into the world. And I hope that you love it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.